Hello students, good evening everyone. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing good. ఎలా ఉన్నారు మీరు? ప్రిపరేషన్ ఎలా జరుగుతుంది? ఫోకస్ చేస్తున్నారా? క్లాసెస్ రెగ్యులర్ గా అటెండ్ చేస్తున్నారా? ఇట్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ దట్ యు అటెండ్ రెగ్యులర్లీ స్టూడెంట్స్. ఏ చాప్టర్ మిస్ కాకుండా చేయండి. అన్ని చాప్టర్స్ అన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఉన్నాయి. డిఫికల్ట్ మీకు ఫేవరెట్ ఉన్న చాప్టర్స్ కాకుండా కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఉన్న చాప్టర్స్ కూడా అటెండ్ చేయండి. బికాస్ ఎవ్రీ చాప్టర్, ఎవ్రీ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ స్టూడెంట్స్. All right. So we have got new students today. Oh, so we have got Akhil, Sagar, Anita, Chintamani, Nikita, Srinitya. Oh, we have got all students as well. Good. Hello, students. So I just want to remind you, as always, that this juncture, exam phase is very different from your board exams. Board exams లో ఉన్న స్ట్రాటజీ వేరే ఉంటుంది. కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి స్ట్రాటజీ వేరే ఉంటుంది. కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి కావాల్సిన టాక్టిక్ స్ట్రాటజీ మేము నేర్పిస్తున్నాము. మీరు రెగ్యులర్ గా అటెండ్ అయితే వీఆర్ షూర్ దట్ యూ విల్ క్రాక్ ఎనీ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఎట్ దిస్ లెవెల్. టీఎస్ఆర్జీసీ ఉందండి, పాలిసెట్ ఉంది, జెట్సాట్ ఉంది. సో వీ గాట్ సో మెనీ ఎగ్జామ్స్, కాంపిటేటివ్ లెవెల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్, ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్. ఫర్ దాట్ యువర్ స్ట్రాటజీ అండ్ టాక్టిక్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్. అండర్స్టాండ్ దాట్. ఈ ఎగ్జామ్ మీరు బాగా క్రాక్ చేస్తే మీరు మంచి కాలేజ్లో వెళ్తారు. ఒకసారి మంచి కాలేజ్లో వెళ్తే మంచి కోచింగ్ అవుతుంది. మంచి కోచింగ్ అయితే మీకు మంచి ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్లో దొరుకుతుంది. మీకు మంచి ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్లో దొరికితే ఇంకా మీ లైఫ్ సెట్ అయిపోతుంది. యూఆర్ ఆల్టుగెదర్ డిఫరెంట్. మీ లైఫ్ టర్న్ అయిపోతుంది. ఆల్ రైట్. సో ఫోకస్ ఆన్ దీస్ స్ట్రాటజీస్, వాట్ ఎవర్ స్ట్రాటజీ టీచ్ యూ. టాక్టిక్స్ ఏమి నేర్పిస్తామో అది నేర్చుకోండి. వి మేక్ యూ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాక్టీస్, చాలా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేపిస్తాము. మేక్ యూ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ సబ్జెక్ట్, ఎవ్రీ టాపిక్ కవర్ చేస్తాము. సో ఫోకస్, స్టే ఫోకస్డ్, టేక్ కేర్ దట్ యూ అటెండ్ ఎవ్రీ డే. మిస్ కాకుండా అటెండ్ చేయండి. ఆల్ రైట్. So let's get started. So I would like to invite Gayatri ma'am to continue the session.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, students. I'm just sharing my PPT. Very good evening, students. Hope you all are doing very well. So in today's mathematics class, we are going to do a very quick revision of trigonometry. All right. So hope you all are ready with your notebooks, pen, pencils, and if required, your textbooks. But definitely make a note of these important terms and the formulas. All right. So what is trigonometry? So trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that deals with the relationships between the sides and angles of triangles. All right. So here you can see the triangles. Yes. So we have trigonometric ratios. Consider a right angle triangle. So in this you can see the hypotenuse is on side opposite to the right angle, isn't it? So where do we find the hypotenuse? Opposite to the right angle. So the longest side is called as the hypotenuse. So let one angle be theta, right? So the side opposite to the theta is called as the opposite side. All right. So the side opposite to the theta is called as the opposite side. The third side is called as the adjacent side. All right. So here now we understood the longest side is a hypotenuse and we have a theta. The side opposite to theta is called as opposite side and the other side is called as the adjacent side, isn't it? All right. Now consider the ratio of length of opposite side to length of hypotenuse. So length of opposite side by length of hypotenuse. So let us consider other right angles of different sizes but the same angle theta. All right. So now you can find theta. So the side opposite to theta is called as the opposite side and the other side is called as the, of course, the longest side is called as the hypotenuse and the other side is called as the adjacent side. So if all these In all these triangles, the ratio of opposite side to hypotenuse is constant. Not only these triangles, you can draw any number of triangles with same angle theta. So the ratio is constant. The ratio is constant of sine of angle theta or simply sine theta. Or it is simply called as sine theta. All right, so what is sine theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse. All right, opposite side by hypotenuse. All right, yes. So you can quickly note down this so that we can move on to the next one. All right, see the next one. We have the values of the trigonometric ratio sine theta depend only on theta. So let us check some standard values. Sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 is half, that is 0.5. All right, so you can use the same formula and you can arrive at sine 30. All right, sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And finally, sine 90 is 1. All right. So here we have another trigonometric ratios called cosine or cos. We normally call it as cos theta or cosine theta of an angle. Length of the adjacent side by length of hypotenuse. So opposite side by hypotenuse, we said that it was sine. All right. So adjacent side by hypotenuse, we call it as cos or cosine. Right. Now, the value of the trigonometric ratio cos theta depend only on theta. Let us check some standard values. Cos theta is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is cos 0 is 0. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 60 is half. And finally, cos 90 is 0. All right. Yes. So now we have another trigonometric ratio called as tangent of an angle. So tangent, in other words, tan theta, it is length of opposite side by length of adjacent side, which is called as the tangent theta or the tan theta. So the value of the trigonometric ratio tan theta depend only on theta. Let us check some standard values. Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent, that is tan 0 is 0. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Tan 45 is 1. Tan 60 is root 3. And finally, tan 90, it is not defined. So in a triangle, hypotenuse is 10 centimeter and one angle is 30 degree, then find the other two sides. All right, so you can see here the hypotenuse, which is the longest side, 10 centimeter. And you can see that the theta is 30 degree. So the side opposite to the theta is opposite side. So we know hypotenuse, we know opposite. So the balance should be the adjacent side. All right, so sine theta is opposite side by adjacent side. So sine 30 is opposite side by what is adjacent side? 10 centimeter. And what is sine 30? It's nothing but half. So with this, we can find the value of opposite side as 5 centimeter. All right. Yes. So this is how we usually find out. And with this, we can also find out the value of other trigonometric ratios. So we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. Right. So adjacent, see, what is a Pythagoras theorem says? Hypotenuse, the whole square is equal to adjacent side, the whole square plus opposite side, the whole square. So here we do not know the adjacent side. So let us write it as adjacent side, the whole square. plus opposite side, we know it is 5 the whole square. We know hypotenuse as 10 the whole square. So finally, we land up as adjacent as 5 root 3. All right. So this is clear. See, let's see the next one. We have the reciprocals of the ratios sine, cosine, and tangent. All right. So reciprocal of sine, cosine, and tangent. So what is the reciprocal of? Just a second. All right. So we have the reciprocals of the ratio sine, cosine, and tangent. All right. See here. So what is cosecant or cosecant theta is nothing but 1 by sine theta. So these things you need to remember, students, otherwise it's difficult for us to proceed further. Okay. So it is vice versa, like cosecant theta is 1 by sine or sine is equal to 1 by cosecant. Secant theta is 1 by cos or cos is equal to 1 by secant. Cot is 1 by tan or tan is 1 by cot. All right. Yes, here comes the trigonometric ratios. Very important. So these ratios you should by heart it or you can understand and then you can learn it. Now I'll tell you how to remember this. And please make this table, you know, put it in a chart or put it in a paper or whatever and stick it in your study desk. Okay. So that every time, every day once, if you see this, you will remember and you will learn it like that. All right. Now see here, sine 0 is 0. Okay. So we are starting with 0, half, then 1 by root 2, then root 3 by 2. Okay. And finally 1. So sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and sine 90 is 1. So when it comes to cos A, you have to do the reverse. That is, see, it is 1, I mean, it is 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. So write it as the reverse, 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, half, 0. All right? Yes. And now we know the only thing you need to learn is only sine theta. All other things you can do it. So tan is nothing but sine by cos. 0 by 1 is, 0 by 1 is 0. Then half by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 is 1. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2 is root 3. 1 by 0 is infinity, which is not defined. So what is cot? Cot is nothing but 1 by tan. So 1 by 0 is infinity, that is not defined. Next, 1 by root 3 is root 3. 1 by 1 is 1. 1 by root 3 is 1 by root 3. 1 by infinity is again 0. All right. Yes. So now we have secant theta. So what is secant theta? Secant theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. So it becomes 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2 not defined. Cosecant theta is nothing but 1 by sin theta. Okay, so 1 by 0 is infinity, 1 by half is 2, 1 by root 2 is root 2, 1 by root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3, 1 by 1 is 1. All right. So it's very easy to by heart this table, or you can understand and then you can learn it. Okay. Now consider this right angled triangle. So here you can see the longest side is a hypotenuse. Okay, and we have a theta. The side opposite to the theta is called as opposite side. So you know opposite side, you know hypotenuse, so the balance should be the adjacent side. So from Pythagoras theorem, we have a square plus b square is equal to c square. Dividing both sides by c square, we get a square by c square plus b square by c square is 1. So what is sine theta? It is opposite side by hypotenuse. What is cos theta? It is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Okay. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is a very important identity that we would use in the trigonometry throughout. With this, many questions can be solved and many derivations also can be done in trigonometry. So this is the very first identity that you need to learn. All right. Similarly, we can prove secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Okay. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Likewise, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. All right. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. So whenever needed, we can write secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1 as, now this is in the form of a square minus b square, isn't it? So we can write it as a plus b into a minus b. All right. So whenever needed, we can write secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1 as secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta is 1. Likewise, we can also write cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1 as cosecant theta minus cot theta into cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to 1. All right. Now we have complementary angles. All right. So consider this triangle where A and C are complementary angles. Okay. So A plus C is equal to 90 because B is 90 degrees, isn't it? So A is equal to 90 minus C. All right. So sin A is BC by AC because we know sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So cos C is adjacent side. Cos C is BC by AC. Okay. So where you have that is equal to cos of 90 minus x. So sin x is equal to cos of 90 minus x. Similarly, tan of 90 minus x is cot x. Cosecant of 90 minus x is secant x. Cos of 90 minus x is sin x. Cot of 90 minus x is tan x. Secant of 90 minus x is cosecant x. Okay. So hope this is clear and you would have noted down about the complementary angles as well. All right. With this understanding of the identities, let us solve some easy questions and then slowly move on to the difficult ones. So please give your answers in the chat box. All right. So the value of sin square 60 minus sin square 30 is dash. The value of sin square 60 minus sin square 30 is dash. So from the table, you could have got the value of sin 60, then the value of sin 30. Okay, so I'm just seeing your chat box. Quickly answer. Sin 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2. Three by 2 the whole square minus sin 30 is half. So it is sin square 30. Isn't it? So 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4. So 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So your answer must be option 2. Yes. So if you have opted for option 2, then your answer is perfect. All right. See the next one. Tan theta is root 3. Then you need to find the value of sin theta. Okay. So tan theta is root 3. Find the value of sin theta. So you can use the Pythagoras theorem and then find out the value of sin theta. See here, what is tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side, isn't it? So now we have theta here. What is opposite side? It is root 3. Adjacent side, we have 1. All right. So we can find out the value of the hypotenuse. Right? How? Root 3 hypotenuse, the whole square is root 3 the whole square plus 1 the whole square. So 3 plus 1, 4. And finally, when it comes out of the root, it becomes 2. So hypotenuse is 2. Opposite side is root 3. All right? Yes. So hope you would have got this answer perfectly. Let's move on to the next question. If sine theta is a by b, then what is tan theta? If sine theta is a by b, what is tan theta? All right, so you can draw the diagram. They've given you the hint also as what is actually sine theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Isn't it? Yeah, so now find out the adjacent side. You can see here. Opposite, they have told hypotenuse as b, right? Opposite side as a. So it is root of b square minus a square. So what is tan theta? Tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side, isn't it? So a by root of b square minus a square. So hope this is clear. Okay, see the next question. If sine theta is 5 by 13, then what is the value of tan theta? So like how we did now, you can do find out the value of tan theta in a similar way. So sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So you can find out the value of the adjacent side because tan theta is nothing but the adjacent side by opposite side by adjacent side, isn't it? So you can see here in this sine theta is 5, okay, opposite side. 13 is the hypotenuse, right? So adjacent side the whole square plus opposite side the whole square is 13 the whole square. So with the value of hypotenuse, you will find the value of hypotenuse as 13 and tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. That is 5 by 12. All right? Yes. Let's move on to the next question. If sine theta is equal to cos theta, then the value of 2 sine theta plus cos square theta is dash. Okay. So can actually solve this using the angle, or you can also solve it in another way. They're asking us the value of 2 sine theta, isn't it? So let's try out let's try out this way also. So tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. So 2 into, but we have sine theta as cos theta. So we have 2 into cos theta by cos theta plus cos square theta. Isn't it? So 2 into 1 plus cos square theta. Okay, so you can also use this identity. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. Okay, so you can use it here, plus 1 minus sine square theta is again plus 1 minus sine square theta. Okay, so this way it is not logically able to find out. So we need to check for the angles. Without that, it is difficult. All right, so here, yes. So we need to find out for which angle it is. Fine. So sine theta is equal to cos theta. Sine by cos, tan, isn't it? So that becomes sine by cos is 1. So which theta of tan is 1? So it should be tan 45. Right. So it is feasible only with the angle. So 2 tan theta plus cos square theta is equal to 2 into theta here is 45. So 2 tan 45 plus cos square 45. So tan 45 is 1. So 2 times of 1 plus cos 45 is 1 by root 2 the whole square. So whereby you get 2 plus 1 by 2. So it is 5 by 2. That's why we have opted for this. Always students, when an MCQ is asked, you should try it in a different way to get the answer. Okay. So here we need to check for the angle. Is it possible to find out the value without doing the angles? So that we tried, we were not able to do. So we have to only find out the angle and then find out the value of the angles. That is what is sine 45, cos 45, tan 45. With that, we can find out the value of this 2 theta, 2 tan theta plus cos square theta. All right. Now let's move on to the next sum. If cosecant theta is equal to 2 and cot theta is equal to root 3 by root 3 into p, where theta is an acute angle, then the value of p is dashed. Yes. So again here we should use the angle. They've given the hint. You have to find out which theta of cosecant, that is cosecant of what theta is 2. So you can find out that sine theta is half. Okay. Therefore, theta is 30 degrees because sine of 30 is only half. So cot theta is root 3p. So cot 30 is root 3 into p. Okay. So root 3 is equal to root 3p, whereby p is equal to 1. So here they say theta is an acute angle, means 1 by cosecant theta, which is nothing but sine theta. Okay. All right. So hope you would have got the answer as 1. That is option 2. Let's move on to the next question. In the figure, the value of tan theta is dash. Opposite side by adjacent side. how beautifully they have given this question. Because students, we must know which is opposite side, which is adjacent side, right? So that is the reason. So always the side which is opposite to theta is the opposite side, right? And the longest one is the hypotenuse, and the other one should be the adjacent side, right? So here C, which has a theta, opposite to theta is opposite side. So tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. So 1 by. Here, the hypotenuse, which is the longest one, root 5. The other must be 2 adjacent. All right. So hope this is clear and you would have got the answer. Let's see the next one. If tan theta plus secant theta is 8, what is secant theta minus tan theta? Okay. So they have told us check which is opposite and which is adjacent. But now something is striking. We have a formula, isn't it? Secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So even using that, we'll be able to find out this. So students, you can also try using that. Secant square theta minus tan square theta. Let's try that. Otherwise, we'll move on to as per the hint. Okay. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So see, this is a square minus b square. So a secant theta plus tan theta a plus b into secant theta minus tan theta a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b is 1. But here they have given secant theta plus tan theta as 8. 8 into secant theta minus tan theta is 1. So secant theta minus tan theta must be equal to 1 by 8. Let's check whether the answer is 1 by 8. Yes, it is. Good. Yes, they have also solved it in this way. Same. Right? So you using this identity, you can solve it. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. All right, students. So hope you have understood this. Let's move on to the next one. In the figure, the value of cosecant alpha is dash. So sine is opposite side by hypotenuse. Isn't it? Opposite side by hypotenuse. So what is cosecant? 1 by sine. Right? So get the answer. Yes, it is y by z. Right? So here alpha is nothing but theta here. See here. So we have opposite to the theta is opposite side by hypotenuse is y, the longest one. So z by y is sine theta. 1 by sine theta is cosecant theta. So 1 by z by y is y by z. That is how they have solved as y by z. Okay. So this is very important. You need to first trace out what is the opposite side. And then the length, the longest one should be the hypotenuse. Then obviously the balance would be the adjacent. All right? Yes. See the next one. We have the value of 11 by cot square theta minus 11 by cos square theta is dash. Yeah. So they've given us a hint. What is 1 by cot square theta? 1 by cot square theta is tan square theta, isn't it? Because 1 by cot is tan, isn't it? So what is 1 by cot square theta is tan square theta. Okay. Next, minus, what is 1 by cos? What is 1 by cos? So 1 by cos is secant square theta. All right. So we know that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Right. So here we have 11 into tan square theta minus 11 into secant square theta we have. Let us take 11 minus 11 out. So we will have secant square theta minus tan square theta. So the identity says this is 1. So minus 11 into 1 should be is equal to minus 11. Yes, that is how we are getting option 4 as the correct answer. All right, students. So hope you would have got this. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. Yes, that is how they've solved. Right. 1 by sine square theta minus cot square theta is dash. Right. So what is 1 by sine? 1 by sine is nothing but cosecant square theta. Okay. So 1 by sine is cosecant square theta. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. So we have an identity saying that cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. So your option 4 must be the correct one. All right? Yes. Right. See the next question. If sine theta is 12 by 13, then what is tan theta? Okay. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem and then we can find out the value. See here. In this triangle, we say that opposite side by hypotenuse. So opposite side means it is 12. Okay. So opposite to the opposite side should be the theta, or opposite to theta should be the opposite side. So it should be 12 by hypotenuse, which is the longest side, is 13. So 12 square plus adjacent side the whole square is 13 square. So we get the value of adjacent side the whole square as adjacent side as 12 by, no, we get the adjacent side by 5. And finally, what is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side, which is 12 by 5. All right. So hope this is clear. Let's move on to the next question. 2 minus tan theta by 2 into cosecant theta minus secant theta. All right. So what is tan theta? Sin theta by cos theta by what is cosecant theta? 2 by sin theta. What is secant theta? 1 by cos theta. So let's try here. 2 into cos theta minus sin theta by 2 into cos theta minus sin theta by sin theta cos theta. In other words, 2 into cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta by 2 into cos theta minus sin theta by sin theta cos theta. Okay. So let us take a by b by b by a by b by c by d is nothing but a by b into d by c. So 2 cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta into this becomes ulta, isn't it? So we get sin theta into cos theta by 2 cos theta minus sin theta. So this gets cancelled. 1 cos theta also gets cancelled. So finally we are left with sin theta. So your answer must be option 3. Alright students, so hope you have got, all of you have got the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Sin theta into secant theta. What is secant theta? 1 by cos theta. So sin by cos theta is nothing but tan theta. A very simple formula or identity that you can use and solve for it and get the answer. All right. So the next one. If sin theta is half, then the value of tan theta plus cot theta the whole square is dash. Okay, so if sin theta is half, then what is the value of tan theta plus cot theta the whole square? Okay, so here you can say sin theta is half means what should be theta? That should be 30 degrees. Okay, so tan theta plus cot theta the whole square is tan 30 plus cot 30 the whole square. What is tan 30? 1 by root 3. What is cot 30? Root 3. So 1 by root 3 plus root 3 the whole square is 16 by 3 by taking the LCM. Alright? Alright. See the next question. What is root of 1 plus cot square theta? We know cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. Right? So we can write here, instead of 1, you can write it as cosecant square theta minus cot square theta plus cot square theta whole root. So this gets cancelled. So you are left with the root of cosecant square theta. When it comes out of the root, it becomes just cosecant theta, which is option 4. All right. So hope this is clear. Yes. All right. So with this sum, we'll close for the day. If secant theta is 13 by 12, then what is sin theta? All right. So what is secant theta? You need to know. Here from this, you can see it is hypotenuse by adjacent side. In other words, sin is 1 by cosecant, tan is 1 by cot. So secant should be 1 by cos. Okay. All right. So it is hypotenuse by adjacent side. So we know hypotenuse is the longest one. All right. And adjacent side is 12, means definitely the opposite side should be 5. So what is sin theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse is 5 by 13. So that is how we have got sin theta as 5 by 13. All right. So I'm sure you all would have understood today's class. So with this, we'll close for today, students. So let's meet in another maths class the rest of the sums. So please do practice these sums so that we can do the difficult sums very easily. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Jatadhara Educational Technology. Meet you soon. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.